All right, just arriving at the dump this morning, and there's some mama and her babies, and there's a couple other ones scampering off in here, so they'll be in and out of here all morning. Eating that lush high grass here that hasn't been mowed yet this year. So all right, well, I'm waiting on John Amici, and as soon as we get set up and ready to dig, we'll do the proper intro. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right, everybody, good morning. Eddie the Block here of the Relic Extractors, along with my good friend John Amici. He's making some room to get down into his hole, so he's got a place to throw more cast off at the moment. A lot of rain this past week. My hole's in pretty good shape, considering. I don't know if I can get it in the picture here over my shoulder or not. Where is it? You can kind of see it. So yeah, a little bit of clean out, but I'm right at that layer. I'm about 14 feet down there. I just started getting through that little rush layer. Bottles starting to pop out, and so hopefully I'm in a little hotbed of glass, and we'll see what happens as we get going. So stay tuned. See you in a bit. So now she was just being curious. Mama and her baby. Now they're just walking off. I just happened to turn around. She was standing there watching us. Like I said, they'll be in and out of here all day. All right, I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, I had to step up out of here for a minute. Even down here, it's humid. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees today, 89. So I hit another layer of that black coal dust at about 15 feet. I'm like, oh, I really wanted to hit the bottom of this hole, but I'm not there yet. I mean, this could very well be 16 foot, 17 foot at the end of it here. We've dug holes 16 feet already, so I mean, stuff is coming out. Not a lot, but at least it's coming out as compared to my labor getting to this point. So slick med here, slick chemical here, 1912 Catch Brewing at 14 feet down in a hole. And it's the last of the large dates on the Catch Brewing out of Patterson, New Jersey. Crown top. And broken teapot, handle broken off. Another Hernati Janos. And handle off of a jug. I have a jug that's missing a handle, so I think I'm going to save that and see if I can work that onto it. So I'm going to toss that up there on my bag real quick, and we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I need to take a break. It is humid, and there you can see it's finally focusing. The head of the shovel's at like 15 feet. I got a pile down here that's just in my way. I got nowhere to throw it. I can't throw from that direction. So what I'm going to have to do is everything that's laying in here, stuff is starting to come out. I'll show you in a second. And I'm going to have to throw it over here where my ass is sitting down. And then from this direction, I can throw it up over my shoulder. I don't know how much I can take today, but I'll do the best I can. And like I said, some things are starting to come out here. Highlight right here. It's in my hand already. Check out this cool little B&J Amber Photo Supply little chemical bottle here. At least this is what it looks like. It says B&J. Yeah. Bobby J, where are you, Bobby J? B&J Photo Supply, trademark. Nice little amber bottle there. I almost chucked it. And then got this nice, if you're into food bottles, Gouldens right there, olive jar. Little Larkin right there. The Cat's Brewing from earlier. A couple more chemicals. A little square jar, unembossed. A couple slicks. Nice piece of Flow Blue there. Handle off of a stoneware water pitcher. Let me back these up here a little bit. And a piece of toilet bowl. Big piece of toilet bowl. So, and a lot of metal. A lot of metal coming out. And a lot of bricks still. I'm tossing over here. So, yeah, this is everything I threw out this morning. I had to put this flat rock right here in front of me just to have some space to throw it. But I'm starting to creep up on, you know, breaking the limit here. So, yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, pound down the rest of my energy drink, and clean out the hole afterwards, and then I'll get back at you if anything else comes out. It's just getting really tough to jump in and out of here. So I actually had to carve myself a step right there just to pull my fat ass up out of here. All right, guys, we'll catch you in a little while. All right, guys, well, before I touch on these little items here, I'm going to show you. Right here, you see that rust, and then just right in front of my fingernail there, that's the bottom. And the reason I know that is I pulled this stoneware bowl out, and you see that gray muck in there? That gray muck is the bottom. And I usually go into that at least a good 6 to 8 inches too, just to, you know, because this was a swamp at one point, just to see if things have sunk into it. Plus with all the pressure of everything else getting dumped on it. But that's about it. That's as far as I can go. Otherwise, you start hitting the shale anyway. All right, a couple more things here. Just says Smith. I don't know if it was a shoe polish, food product. I've dug these before. Tattoo Steve Smith. He might like that, since it's got his name on it. Another Cat's Crown Top Brewing, 14, 15 feet in the ground. I'm telling you, this place is like a jelly roll. They just kept pushing it over, and, you know, they would dig up some of the older stuff, and that would end up on top, and some of the newer stuff would end up on the bottom. And then I got another one of these stoneware marmalade jars or cheese jars, a Hartley out of London and Liverpool. I like them. They're great for pen holders and stuff like that. Or you want to load them up with marbles, load them up with marbles. So just a couple finds. That's it, really. You know, that, I mean, I won't even, if this was apple green, it'd be a different story. It'd be $100 plus bottle. But, you know, $5 as it stands. And it's the second one of those I dug today, so we'll see what happens digging up on the other side where my rear end's been sitting. All right, see you back. All right, guys, I just had a heck of a time. So before we get into this batch of stuff, let me show you what I'm up against now. So, slowly spin around here. I'm a little shaky right now. I'm tired, getting tired. It's about 12:30. So, I had to pull that commode. Remember I showed you that broken piece earlier? Pull that commode out of my way. So I made a spot where my shovel is to sit on that pad. So I got in there and I sat down and I pulled one rock out of the way. Well, that's all it took. Everything you see behind the shovel here all came down on me with that big ass rock right there leaning against the inside of my shin bone with all those bricks on top. It took me about 15 minutes to get myself unpinned. A little bit of the ceiling here just dropped off. That's what happened. And that's why I never go head first into a hole. You know, I'd rather sit outside of it. You know, God forbid, at least, you know, if something comes down on me from the waist down or the knees down, I'm able to, you know, save my own ass, so to speak. So, but just, I don't know if you guys can really see down in there, all that rust layer down in there. And, looks like something fell, that dark thing. I can't make out what it is right now. But anyway, so that's where I'm at. And I'm starting to get a little tired. So let's get into the finds. Like I said, stuff's coming out. Nothing over the top yet. But 2 more of these stoneware marmalades or mustard or whatever. Condiment jars possibly, and Grand Union extract. I'll show you that label in a second. This is a Louis DeGroff and Sons out of New York. There you go. You can see it a little bit better. And then look at the label. Look how well preserved that label is on this one. Vanilla extract. What is it? Health brand something. Pure vanilla extract. And then it's got his name, Van der Graaf and Son, New York. So I'm going to try and save that label that's on there. Doesn't seem to have any other damage. French gloss. Eclipse shoe polish. This is a crier right here. Alfred Wright out of Rochester, perfumer. The whole top side and the neck is sheared right off there. That would have been a nice one. That would have been a first for me too. I've never seen that before. A Larkin jar. It's cracked though. Larkin Company out of Buffalo. Common pickle and the other cats. So, I mean, you know, I've dug about 20, 25 bottles today, but not a lot I'm going to be taking with me. I'll be taking those stonewares. I got the other one up top. I got the Hanati Janos. That beautiful little amber photo supply bottle. That was actually my find of the day. So I'm going to poke around about another hour or so. And like I said, it's about 12:30, 12:45. And then I'm going to pack up and haul my rear end on out of here. And hopefully we don't have any issues loading this video. The other one on the tablet, I'm going to have to sit somewhere where there's Wi-Fi for a few hours. Like sit in Burger King and just veg out on it and make sure it loads for you guys to see. Not much to show for all the effort, really, that I put into it. But as you can tell, this is a lot of work. All right, and like I said, if it was easy, everybody be doing it. Well, when you're 15, 16 feet down, this is no one-day trip to find goodies. And sometimes you come up empty-handed. It's the name of the game. You find them or you don't find them. So, all right, guys. Well, I'll get back to you. Well, guys, not much more came out of that hole after all the effort I put into it over the past, well, almost 2 months. So I started chipping away. I had to knock it down because the overhang was just too much. and the ceiling started dropping out. I don't need somebody walking through there and getting hurt on my account. So I got down to the bottom. I pulled out what I could, what showed itself anyway, and then I caved it in all the way up to the top and found a few more things while I was caving it in. All common stuff, but nonetheless, that hole is now shot. After working on it for a whole year, basically, a little bit more than. Yeah. So the next dig, we're going to be hitting either the Coke bottle hole, or starting a new hole, or reopening one of my other holes that I actually wanted to have John and Tony open up one last week, and they decided not to. They decided to go dig in the back, and they didn't find too much. But yeah, so we'll see what happens after the Poughkeepsie show next week, and then we'll get back to digging. So I will be doing a video of the Poughkeepsie bottle show. I might go live for a little bit, show you guys what's there, and then we'll see what happens. So see you later.